Navigating relationship dynamics, dealing with pedantic behavior. My boyfriend, 30M, can be overly pedantic, critical, and often ignores what I'm saying to make his own points. It's becoming a source of frustration for me, and I'm unsure how to handle it. I think pedantic is the perfect word to describe my boyfriend at times, and it's really starting to get under my skin. Frequently, he'll gloss over the main points of my conversations to nitpick how I pronounced a word, the tense I used, or some other minor detail. This behavior isn't limited to private moments. It happens in front of others too, despite him not being on the autism spectrum. It seems to escalate when he's in a bad mood. For instance, this morning, I excitedly shared news about a Chevron case being overturned and explained it to him. Later, at dinner, I mentioned finding a video that would provide a better explanation, emphasizing how much it had been on my mind. Instead of engaging with my enthusiasm, he responded skeptically, questioning how something I had just learned about could genuinely concern me. His dismissive attitude left me feeling deflated and irritated, prompting me to rethink showing him the video altogether. Another incident that stands out is when I showed him a short clip from a show I enjoy. After viewing it, I scrolled to the next clip, only for him to ask abruptly why I was showing them to him and what purpose they served. I explained that I liked the scenes, but he fixated on the lack of a like button and seemed uninterested in my perspective, leaving me feeling invalidated and perplexed. There are also times when he interrupts or corrects my speech mid-sentence. Recently, I mentioned how my brother courageously helped save someone, and before I could finish, he interrupted to criticize my use of the word very. Rather than acknowledging my point, he diverted the conversation to explain why my sentence structure was incorrect, even pulling out his phone to illustrate his argument. Feeling frustrated, I pointed out his disregard for my story, only to be met with further insistence on his correctness. These interactions leave me wondering whether my reaction is justified. Am I being overly sensitive to constructive criticism, or is there a deeper issue at play? I consider myself laid back and generally unconcerned with minor linguistic nuances in others. Yet, his behavior can consistently undermine my confidence and leaves me questioning our compatibility. I've tried expressing my discomfort, but it often leads to defensive responses and further explanations from him, exacerbating the tension between us. I'm unsure whether his behavior stems from a need to assert superiority or if it's an attempt to provoke me. It's as if he's aware of how bothersome his actions are, but struggles to control them, which makes me wonder if it's an ingrained personality trait or intentional antagonism. Moving forward, I need strategies to navigate these situations effectively. Simply stating my displeasure confuses him, triggering defensive reactions. How can I communicate my feelings without escalating conflict? Is there a way to address his behavior constructively, or should I reconsider the dynamics of our relationship altogether? As I reflect on these questions, I realize the importance of finding a balanced approach that respects both our perspectives while maintaining healthy communication. Any insights or advice on handling this would be greatly appreciated as I navigate this challenging aspect of our relationship.